welcome back. It's the 8th of April, and I assume tomorrow will be the 9th. And then we're into another weekend already, the 2nd of 4th during this month, and then we'll dive into May. Gasoline prices continue to edge up. They're at an all-time high in Great Britain. They are really laboring there. People are actually leaving their cars home, and some are hitchhiking, some are biking, some are taking their motorbikes, as they call them. Things are changing. Up first tonight is our friend and colleague, and your friend and colleague, because he tells you the truth like nobody else I've ever had on the program, Gerald Celente. He is, of course, the founder and director of the Rense Research Institute. He's with us once a month, and he is standing by, I hope, right now. Thanks for staying up late again back there.
Oh, it's always my pleasure being on with you, Jeff.
I have kind of an interest in, like you do, Goldman Sachs. And about 4 months ago, maybe 5, the British paper, the Sunday Times, one of the most influential and prestigious papers in the world, actually, said that the address of number 85 Broad Street in Lower Manhattan is the site of the best cash-making machine that global capitalism has ever produced. But, said the paper, the firm that operates out of that location is much more than only an economic Goliath. It is also, quote, a political force more powerful than governments, end quote. And they weren't kidding. We're talking, of course, about Goldman Sachs and its chairman and CEO and COO and probably C everything else you can imagine, Lloyd Blankfein, a billionaire who, when asked about doing the kind of work he does, he retorted, this is a quote, I'm doing God's work, end quote. So there's no lack of, I don't want to say arrogance, because it's got to be rude. There's no lack of confidence. I knew it had some dents in it somewhere about this guy. So if he's doing God's work and stirring the pot as he and Goldman Sachs does and do all the time, I'd hate to see God on a bad day. Maybe that's one way to look at it. But more powerful than governments, you bet. Tell us more.
Could you read the beginning of that again, up to the part about capitalism? I read that as a story, by the way, when it came out.
Yeah. Up to the part about capitalism. Okay.
Right in the beginning.
Number 85 Broad Street in Lower Manhattan is where the money is. All of it. This came from, again, the Sunday Times, the most prestigious paper in Britain. And it said, the site, meaning the address, number 85 Broad Street, is the best cash-making machine that global capitalism has ever produced.
Yeah, it's not global capitalism. This is not capitalism.
Thank you.
This is the merger of state and corporate powers. It's called fascism.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it's not more powerful than government. It is government. We wrote this in the Trends Journal back in September of 2008. The headline read in a Trend Alert, D.C. heist, Wall Street hijacks Washington. Remember Henry Paulson under Bush?
Yeah.
Where did he come from? The former CEO of Goldman Sachs.
Like a university.
Who's the head of the Commodities Future Trading Commission? Gary Gensler. Where's he from? Goldman Sachs.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Geithner's top assistant, deputy? He's from Goldman Sachs. No, they are not more powerful than government. Where was Robert Rubin from when the Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton? Goldman Sachs. They are government. People better grow up about this. This isn't capitalism. I've said it over and over again. It's fascism. Fascism has come to America.
Fascism is controlling America now, and you have to look at the source of this quote. It's quite interesting that they even got as far as they did, because all the British press essentially reflects the party line, and that's to look away from reality to a very large degree. You're quite right, and then some. Washington is Wall Street, and Wall Street is Washington. I mean, and here's a man actually sitting back and giving an interview saying, I'm doing God's work.
Well, these people are so disconnected. It's like the politicians. You know, when I was listening to the news as I was waiting on the phone, and there was this person making threatening calls to Pelosi, and they want to know if he was competent to stand trial.
Oh, really?
I mean, who in government is competent to be doing what they're doing? How about giving them a brain test?
Yeah.
You know, and then, of course, you know, this guy threatened her. How about all the people that these people are killing? How about by all their deeds, the slaughters that are going on every day around the globe? Oh, no, but you don't say anything nasty. You go to jail. Knock down the little people, squeeze them, punch them, step on them, and let the big criminals get away with criminal acts of magnitude far greater than we could ever imagine.
Well said. And you think of the tent cities, people living in little RVs
there's no
and
tent
vans.
cities. There's